The defending Section 1 Class A champion, Somers Tuskers, sitting at 12-0, takes on the Cornwall Central, who currently sits at 11-1. Somers is coming off a win against Averill Park, where they won 29-8. Cornwall Central is coming off a win versus Vessel, where they dominated the game, winning 25-12. The last time the Tuskers played Cornwall Central was back in 2016, where Somers won 28-7. Somers then went on to win the Class A championship that year, the first Class A championship that they won. This game is part of round 2 of the New York State Class A bracket. The winner of this game advances to the New York State Championship game. And I'm Benny Silk. I am here with Jaden Ferry tonight.
Hello, hello.
And welcome to our broadcast. Thank you for everyone for tuning in tonight as we see on the screen the Tuskers and Cornwall Dragons come out onto the field. And we've got an exciting game for you. Cornwall Dragons won Class A state championships back in 2018 and 2019. So, and then the Tuskers went on to win in 22 and 23. So, 4 times in the last 6 years. So, we'll see. So we have 4 of the last championships, 2 teams taking on each other tonight. And 4 last championships in the 6 years. Should be an exciting game. Cornwall Central and the Tuskers also played each other in a few times back in 2013 and 2012. In 2012, they versed each other, where Cornwall Central, they were a dominant team back then, won 34-13. Then the next year, same game, same round of the game, Cornwall Central took on Somers, and Cornwall Central won 34-7. So, this team's history, it's been on pause. The last time they played was 2016, but these guys are back, and yeah, it should be an exciting matchup as we wait for the game to start. Yeah. So, Jaden, what are your thoughts on the game tonight?
I mean, I think it's going to be pretty competitive today. I think that at the end, Somers is going to take it. I'm going to predict 35-13 Somers.
All right, and I got Somers. I think they'll start off. So I think Somers hasn't done the best in the first half. I see Cornwall Central going up 7-0 early in this game. Somers will tie it at 7. It'll be a 13-7 game at halftime. Then in the third quarter, Cornwall Central goes up 16-7. Somers then gets a touchdown to make it 14-7. They get another touchdown, make it 21-7, and then seal the victory by getting a touchdown and winning 28-16. So it was. I think I messed up there. It's 14-16. Then Tuskers take the lead 21-16, and then 28-16 as the Tuskers take the lead there. So that's what I see happening tonight. What do you guys think is going to happen tonight? Comment below. What are your predictions for tonight? And yeah, we have the Tuskers and Cornwall Dragons.
So they're currently in the coin flip here.
So out there at the coin flip, we have the 4 captains: Glacius, Mason Kelly, Aiden Cooligan, and Ben Harris. They shake their hands. We'll wait to see who won the coin flip there. And a few things to know about the Tuskers. Coming into this game, the last loss the Tuskers have had was last season on September 1st, 2023, where Lamapo got a game-winning touchdown as time expired to win 38-34. And their last Section 1 loss was to Y, where they lost 28-20. That was back in 2019, I believe. The last Section 1 North loss, to make it more wild, was to the Huskers back in 2019, where they lost 30-12. So, some info to know about Cornwall Central is they are a Class A state champions from 2018, 2019, like I was saying before. Their only loss this year was to the Monroe Woodbury Crusaders, where they lost 18-9. Other than that, they are undefeated at 11-1. And one cool thing this year is Cornwall scored 60 against the Washingtonville Wizards. Cornwall lost, and Cornwall back in 2017 playoffs, they lost to the Huskers 38-14, who won the game before beating the Tuskers. So we could have been playing them that game. And then Cornwall Central averages around 9-11 wins and 2 losses going back all the way to 2006. So that's what's to know about Cornwall Central. And as the players come out, getting ready for the kickoff, some key players for Somers tonight. Obviously, we got Dean Palazzolo, got 3 touchdowns in last year's Class A championship against Whitesboro. We also play the winner of this game plays the winner of Whitesboro versus Brighton. Will it be a championship rematch, or will we see a Newgate championship as we take on Brighton? So let's see. We'll find out next week. And we're excited to see who we play in the championship if Somers is to win this game. We also, for key players in this matchup, have Miguel Iglesias. We have Mason Kelly, the RB. Miguel Iglesias is the quarterback. We have Jerron Faulkner and Ben Harris. Those are all players to keep an eye out for. The Tuskers, as they get ready to kick the ball off. Looks like, Cornwall is going to kick the ball off to the Tuskers. My apologies. And here we are. So, Jaden, do you want to get us started?
All right, so number 27 for Cornwall. Looks like a lefty kicker is going to be starting it.
Millie kicks it off.
Low.
And goes back. And who gets it? None other than Dean Palazzolo, who keeps it up and now goes down around the 31-yard line.
Yep, great. He just went all the way to the right, just pushed through, and got some good field yardage, good distance, good starting point.
All right, so out comes Miguel Iglesias, and the Tuskers offense have been playing amazing football as of late. And back on the field lined up, we have Cameron Violante, Dean Palazzolo in as the wide receivers, Mason Kelly as the running back. And here we are. Iglesias, fake handoff to Kelly to Dean Palazzolo, and there goes Palazzolo gaining a few yards there. So that is something we're probably going to see a lot tonight. We're going to see a lot of throws to Dean Palazzolo, as he is a key weapon on this offense, a big reason why this team has been able to succeed throughout the year, and we expect to see him a lot, as he's a key player that can make big plays, as we saw last week, for example, on that Hail Mary to seal the game, where Miguel Iglesias threw to Dean Palazzolo. Iglesias is going to keep it there on the one. There goes Iglesias, and he'll get the first down.
Fake handoff and rushed all the way to the right, just around the defenders, and made it for that first down. Close towards the boundary line, but still got it.
So 1st and 10 for the Tuskers. Iglesias, what a play by him. Kept it and ran it there. And now, as we line back up, it will be 1st and 10 for the Tuskers. Iglesias back. Hands it off to Kelly. He'll go. And that will gain, they'll gain about 5 actually. They're going to mark it. It'll be 2nd and 5 on the Somers 49-yard line. And we got 10:30 left in the first quarter, for those of you that are wondering.
Yeah, just a rush straight through the pile, and Somers was able to push through it and gain a few yards.
Iglesias. Back to throw to Dean Palazzolo. There goes Palazzolo. And he'll go out of bounds. Looks like a first down. We'll see where they mark it.
Great little short pass there. Palazzolo started just a little further than the line of scrimmage and just ran it down, got the first down on the left side of the field.
So Tuskers back in the huddle discussing the play as they line back up. Glacius, Kelly there as well. Iglesias hands it off to Kelly, and that will gain about, I don't think, even a yard. So Iglesias hands it off to Kelly there. We'll get 1 yard there, so it'll be 2nd and 9. And right after our broadcast, tune in. Our new episode of the Somer Sports broadcast is coming out. Season 2, episode 10. We do some NASCAR trivia. We have an interview with James and Christian. So check it out. Glacius and the Tuskers offense lines back up. It will be premiering right after this game ends. Iglesias hands it off to Kelly. Kelly is running. There goes Kelly. And he'll get the first down.
Kelly with the movement got close to Iglesias, got the ball. It's actually not first down, 1 yard away. He just ran all the way to the right because there's this opening. Everyone was on the left side because that's where they started, and he just made it up.
Looks like the first down will be 3rd and about 1. 3rd and 2. So Tuskers back lined up. And now flags come onto the field. So there is a flag on the play. Let's wait to hear who that is. Who that is on it, or what the flag is. And who are some players, key players to look out for on Cornwall Central? We have Quinn Parsley, the quarterback. We have Jordan Bissoff, the running back. We have Braden Murphy, the wide receiver. And Matthew Cerrone, another wide receiver. We'll be back in a second. Glacius in the offense back lined up. Glacius hands it off to Kelly. Kelly keeps it. Gain a couple there, so it's gonna be 2nd down.
So that flag gave him a new first down. Probably offsides, 5-yard penalty. Gave Somers a new first down, and now they're at the 28.
So discussing the play, Glacius comes back out. Lining back up. We also out there we have Brett Kennedy there. On the O-line, we have Dylan Kaczynski, number 53 there as well. Glacius hands it off to Kelly. Kelly takes it, gets the first down. We'll see if he gets more, and it'll go down. So 2 yards past the first down line, and it'll be 1st and 10 for the Tuskers.
Kelly ran it right. Looks like there's constantly an opening in Cornwall's defense on the right side, just finding that opening and pushing through, just running with no one in front of him, and then eventually making contact, taking down right after the first down line.
Iglesias, he'll keep it going and jumps into the pile, stopped by the defensive line of Cornwall Dragons, and it will be 3rd. Looks like he'll gain like 4 yards on the actually now seeing where they have the ball, will only be like a yard. So we'll say 2nd and about 7. So Glacius and Tuskers come back out. So they line up Cameron Violante, Dean Palazzolo, Brett Kennedy, RJ Peterson out there. Glacius hands off to Kelly. And he will gain... probably going to gain maybe 1 yard, maybe not even a yard. So, yeah, they're going to mark it 3rd and 7, but the Tuskers are going down the field fast to start off this game.
It's 3rd and 7 now. Somers needs to make some action in this play. Looks like they're getting a steady drive, though. Not getting pushed back, and they're making their way up.
Iglesias back for the snap. Iglesias back. He'll throw it. He goes. Caught. About the 2-yard line by Camlin via Dean Palazzolo. The zeros tricking me up there, and it will be 1st and goal for the Tuskers. So 1st and goal, 2-yard line. The easy play is just run it in, or an RPO. Give Iglesias the choice to run the ball, or hand it off to Kelly to run it in. That's what we're probably going to see here. We've seen a lot of rushing touchdowns by Miguel Iglesias, especially for this being this close, and that something we probably expect. I probably expect them to do here. So yeah. For 1st and goal for the Tuskers. Iglesias hands it off to Kelly. He's in. Is he in? Ref signal to touchdown. Touchdown Tuskers. Mason Kelly will run it in, and the Tuskers are going to take a 6-0 early lead. As now we have Gavin Kelly on for an extra point. What a great first drive by the Tuskers. Got down the field. Kelly ran it in. Tuskers lead 6-0. So now his brother Gavin Kelly is on for the extra point. The kick is up. Was it through? It's good. So a 7-0 game to get started. Here's the Tuskers drive down fast and get it in the end zone to take a 7-0 early lead. So 4:46 left in the first. Jaden, what are your thoughts on the first drive?
So in that play at the 3rd down, 3rd and 7, and Violante was in motion and just helped open some space. Palazzolo caught it right at the boundary line, 2-yard, 3-yard line, and really made sure that Somers didn't have to get the field goal. They went straight for the touchdown and made it happen. So it was great to see. And then Gavin Kelly, as always, with the great kick. Looks like these players are doing something different. They're not all lining up right next to the kicker. Yeah, it's a little different.
Yeah. All right, so Gavin Kelly gets ready to kick off. So Gavin Kelly will kick off. And we're going to see our first look at Cornwall's offense. Kelly kicks off, and a low kick as to recover number 2 for Cornwall, Nico Skenechueko. A long last name.
39-yard line. He caught it and stopped the ball. So that's going to give him great field position. About 60 yards to go until they reach the end zone.
So 1st and 10 at the 39. We have out on offense. We have Parkley, and Cornwall's offense. Parkley hands it off to 21 of Bizhop, and Bizhop will go down. Looks like Bizhop gets, we'll say, 1 yard there, so it'll be 2nd down for the Tuskers.
Or for Cornwall.
For Cornwall, so it'll be 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 for Cornwall as they line back up.
3 in motion.
Parkley hands it off. Hands it off to Murphy, and he'll go down, gaining about 4 yards there, say.
So a late toss to number 3 on Cornwall, and he did a quick rush on the left side, just ran around defense as much as he could, and got pushed out of bounds.
Right, so Cornwall offense lines back up. Parkley to throw. Parsky to throw. He'll go. And it's going to be caught by the number 3 of Murphy, the wide receiver and defensive back on Cornwall Dragons. So that will make it a 1st and 10, as he'll get enough for the 1st down, gaining at least about 6 yards there.
48-yard line.
We'll start at the 48 as Pyarski and the offense is back out there.
Oh, forward progression, number 21 by... Oh, flag on the play. Let's see what the refs have to say.
So a flag, we'll wait to see what that is.
Holding. Or is it not? Alright.
So it'll be
new first down for Cornwall. It's a penalty on Somers.
Yeah. So now it's going to start on the Somers 37-yard line as that will move them up. Good bunch of yards. Pyarski fake hands it off, and Bizop will run it a few yards, so it'll be second down and about... See what they mark. They're going to mark it 2nd and 6. Somers 28. Somers 28's Parsley hands it off. There he goes and goes down. So
looks like Cornwall's done practically the same thing for 3 plays in a row. Fake handoff, or no, fake throw, and then a handoff, and all the way to the right side with a player in motion.
So 3rd and 5, and someone jumps early, so the play is going to be, or was it? In the NFL, that would have been an early jump, but players usually walk out to the side, but they're going to line up. Parsley to throw, and an incomplete pass. Attempted receiver was number 8 of Carter Valino, and it's going to be 4th down, so they'll be, if they were to kick it, it would be at the 28-yard line, a 28-yard field goal, and a few more yards from the end zone, so about a 33-yard field goal. That'd be tough. I'd go for it here, and that is what they're doing. Might as well. It's only 4th. It's only about 5 yards.
Looks like number 9 keeps trying to listen to their coach.
Pyarski back to throw. He'll throw it. Picked! Brett Kennedy with the interception. And Brett Kennedy on 4th down will pick Pyarski off. Pyarski throws it right to Brett Kennedy, who gets the interception for the Tuskers. What a play by him. And Miguel Iglesias and the offense will now start off 1st and 10. It looks like around the 13-yard line. And to think about it in a certain way, it's kind of a disadvantage to the Tuskers, because if it was an incomplete pass, Tuskers would have had... They would have started where Cornwall was before. But now, since they got the interception, they start where the interception was, which is a few more yards back. Iglesias hands it off to Kelly. Will gain... Let's see. It's going to gain 3 yards there, so it's going to be 2nd and about 7. So 2nd and 7 for the Tuskers. Iglesias, easy one to Kelly there. Tuskers looking great so far today. So Tuskers line it back up. Palazzolo on the right side deep. Iglesias, hand off to Kelly again. There goes Kelly. And he'll go down, gaining. That's going to push them back a yard. Or not. It's going to just keep them around the same area. So it's going to be 3rd down. 3rd and about 7. As there's 48 seconds left in the first quarter. This first quarter went by fast.
So, no gain of yards there. He went to the right. Mason Kelly went to the right. and he was stopped by Cornwall on the left side, on the right side.
So Iglesias and the Tuskers offense lining back up. 3rd and 6. Iglesias, he'll throw it. He keeps it now. RPO option, he'll throw. And it's going to be caught by Dean Palazzolo. Question, was that a first down? So 6 seconds left. Yes, that will be a first down as they are moving the markers. And as the first quarter, looks like we're going to do one more play in the first quarter. So the ball is on the Somers 31-yard line as Tuskers discussing the play. So far, we've seen a lot of Palazzolo, a lot of Kelly running the ball tonight. Discussing the play as they're lining up. So Iglesias, we also have. Also in, looks like we've got Gavin Kelly. Iglesias throws to Palazzolo. There goes Palazzolo. Still up, gets the first down, and he'll finally be down about the 46. So Cornwall's 46-yard line as they are going down the field. That will gain a bunch of yards there. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Tuskers as that is the end of the first quarter. And we will be back in a second. Alright, folks, so there are a few more players to look out for on Cornwall Dragons. We have Braden Murphy, the wide receiver. We have Matt Colon, a wide receiver. Gabe Phillips, number 11, a wide receiver. Isaiah Reynoso on the offensive line and defensive line, key factor in tonight as well. Jaden Scott and Kadai Tuluk, the tight end. So, a few players to keep an eye out for tonight. And what is the key to success on both offense and defense for Somers tonight? So, what Somers needs to do is run the ball well, hit big plays, and do big plays on the third level. Like get the ball, for example, the Dean Palazzolo Hail Mary from last week. Some big plays like that. That's just what we need to be successful against Cornwall Central offense. On defense, what we got to do is just stop Jordan Bizop, number 21. Yes, he is a top player, running back on the team. And we'll welcome back. It's start of the second quarter. Team as the Tuskers line back up. So Iglesias in motion. Hands it off to Palazzolo and gets tackled there by number 10. By the number 10 of Jaden Scott. Just talking about him. So it's going to be 2nd down. That moves the Tuskers back to about, it'll be 2nd and 14.
Yeah, loss of yardage. Palazzolo just got taken down. Looks like a defender found his way through.
Iglesias, Palazzolo, it's like a similar play, but hands off to Kelly, and that will go nowhere too. Stopped by number 6 this time, Leaf Morrison, and it will be 3rd down for the Tuskers. Now there is a flag on the field. Let's wait to hear what that is. Looks like it's gonna be on the Tuskers. So looks like they're gonna be going back, or I don't know. They're not moving back, so I don't know.
It looks like the flag was declined.
So it'll be. So Tuskers line back up. Out there as receiver, we have Palazzolo, Violante, JJ Penzo, Gavin Kelly. Iglesias keeps it. There goes Iglesias. He's going, has the first down, more to the 30, to the 20, and down by the 20-yard line. Miguel Iglesias on the one there, and it will be first down for the Tuskers.
Great play. Went left and just dodged the defenders. Found his way and pushed Somers up about 30 yards.
So the Tuskers head back out there. First and 10 for the Tuskers, driving down the field once again as they are looking to take an early 14-0 lead here with a touchdown. Iglesias hands it off to Palazzolo. There goes Palazzolo. Palazzolo's going and down out at the 8-yard line. So it's going to be first. And did he get the first down? It's going to be something in goal for the Tuskers. So, yeah, first and goal for the Tuskers. And what are the best defensive play options? What are the best offensive play options against Cornwall's defense? What they're doing right now? Get the ball to Dean Palazzolo. Even if it's close so far, we've been seeing them do that a lot tonight, and that's what they'll probably continue to do to be able to succeed. Iglesias will hand it off to Kelly there, and we'll be down around, so it's going to be second and goal around the 6-yard line. Second and goal around the 6. Tuskers offense back lined up discussing the play in the huddle. Iglesias and the Tuskers offense back lined up. Iglesias hands it off to Kelly. Down around, we'll get maybe a couple there, so it will be, see where they put it. It'll be third and goal at the 5-yard line. So third and goal at the 5-yard line at Cornwall's 5. And yeah.
So looks like the ball is placed on more on the right side for Somers. Maybe they could go around to the left, maybe find an opening, just get that pass and get in the end zone.
Iglesias hands it off to Kelly. Kelly goes. Touchdown. Mason Kelly will get his second rushing touchdown of the night. And Mason Kelly runs it in. So the Tuskers are going to go up 13-0. Touchdown Tuskers. As the Tuskers take a 13-0 lead. Extra point pending. The Tuskers looking great in this first half game. If they win this game, they advance to the state championship play. They play the winner of the Brighton-Whitesboro game. Now Gavin Kelly up for the extra point. J.J. Penzo the holder. The kick is up. It is good. So a 14-0 early game lead for the Tuskers. And we will be right back in a second. And folks, those of you following the NFL right now, I can officially report that the Kansas City Chiefs did have a narrow win versus the Vegas Raiders, where they won 19-17 in a close game. The fact that the Raiders played them that tough, a little surprising, but they are the Chiefs and the Raiders, so you never know what happens in that rivalry. But the Chiefs win, and they advance to 11-1.
As the players start to head back, we have 9 minutes remaining in the second quarter. Somers is leading 14-0 against Cornwall. And Cornwall is about to receive this kick.
So, getting ready to kick off the ball is Gavin Kelly. Kelly kicks it off, and
another low kick. Looks like there's a flag.
Another flag in this game.
Yeah, low kick there by um, Gavin Kelly. Looks like he's doing great with extra points, but not so much with the kickoffs. Let's see what the refs have to say. It looks like players are starting to head back.
Oh, while we wait to hear what the flag is, so what do we expect to see from Cornwall's defense coming up? Or what are the best plays? Let's do this. What are the best plays? Alright. So a one there, and it'll be stopped. So it'll be second down for Cornwall Central.
Handoff there, no gain of yards for Cornwall.
Hands it off to Bizhop. Bizhop on the one, and it will be about 1 yard there. So third down. Third down, stopped by Brett Kennedy, John Faulkner, Ben Harris. It's actually going to be marked 3rd and 6, so they're going to gain 3 yards there. Lining back up. And discussing the play. Parsley. Fake handoff. Parsley to throw. He'll throw it, and it will be an incomplete catch. So it's going to be... I will make it a 4th down, and Cornwall likely to punt here, but you are down 14-0. It's a coin flip. Yeah, I'd punt here because if you give the Tuskers this good field position, it's hard for them not to go in for a touchdown. At least if you punt it back a bit more, there's a chance that they may not get down the field and you have more time to stop them. So it looks like they are going to do the smart move here and punt it away. 27 on the punt for Cornwall, the 27 of Ryan Mill.
High punt with little gain of or little distance. Goes straight out of bounds at like the 42-yard line.
So Tuskers defense back out there, and what are the best play options on defense versus Cornwall South? Blitzing on passing downs, and you gotta read well when it comes to one down. So blitz on passing downs, read well on running downs. That's the trick against this team.
Violante in motion.
Iglesias to throw it. An incomplete pass to his brother Tristan Iglesias.
A very deep throw. Tristan could not make it there in time. Looks like there's a lot of players in motion before the play starts, actually. For both sides, especially Cornwall, but Somers too. Not so common that they do that.
So Iglesias, incomplete pass to his brother there, and it'll be second down. Iglesias hands off to Kelly. Now he keeps it and dives down there. Gain about a yard there, so it will be a 3rd down for the Tuskers.
So it looks like Iglesias was a little struggling there to properly think of where to go. And he eventually decided to go straight into the pile and only gained a yard.
So 3rd and 10 for the Tuskers. That winds up going nowhere. Tuskers offense line back up. We have Tristan Iglesias out there, obviously, as a receiver now. Also out there is Jackson Whipple, number 6. Iglesias back to throw. He's going deep. Dean Palazzo, the catch! And out of bounds around the 2 or 1 yard line, but there is a flag. We'll wait to see what the flag is on.
Great throw, great catch by Palazzo with the defender right on him. and he still made that catch and ran just out of bounds before the end zone. Let's see what they have to say for the flag. Face mask on.
And the Tusker. Wait, no, actually, no, it's on Cornwall. So they got wait, 3rd and 10.
Alrighty, so they have 3 yards to go to the end zone.
Yeah, they gotta decline that. Obviously, they declined that, so it's gonna be 1st and goal on the Cornwall's 3-yard line. Here, like I was saying earlier, Miguel Iglesias or Mason Kelly getting his 3rd rushing touchdown. That's what probably the best play options are to see here.
6 minutes 40 seconds remaining.
Iglesias keeps it, goes in. Did he get in? Somers think they got it. And they do. Touchdown, Tuskers. What a start. Miguel Iglesias, QB sneaks it in for the touchdown. A early 20-0 lead. What a start for the Tuskers. Leading big early against Cornwall. A team that only lost 1 game in the regular season. And Somers already steamrolling them 20-0.
Gavin Kelly with the kick for extra point.
And it is good. So 21 zip early, folks. What a start for the Tuskers. Mason Kelly, Miguel Iglesias, Dean Palazzolo, the big three for the Tuskers have been showing up tonight, and that's who needs to show up for the Tuskers to be able to succeed. And they've been able to do so. And what a play that was to Dean Palazzolo. Found Dean Palazzolo, who was open. What you got to do is get the ball to Dean Palazzolo. He is a dual threat on offense. Get him the ball. He'll get it. He'll give you good field position or get it all the way. And there, like he did there. So Gavin Kelly getting ready to kick off. And what are some plays the Somers Tuskers may scheme up tonight? One play they may scheme up is a glance. And what strategies has Somers used against Cornwall in the past? It's just running well and controlling the clock. Let's see if they continue to do that tonight. Tuskers, Gavin Kelly is going to kick it off. And Cornwall receives and will be down. Mark it at the 20-yard line. So out comes Parsley and the Dragons offense. Already down 21-0 big. A rough start for Cornwall Central. And let's see if we do have a comeback in the miss. But it's really looking good for Somers, up 21-0 early. Remember, the winner of this game advances to the state championship. Hands it off to Bishop, and it will be 2nd down, maybe gain about a yard there, so it will be 2nd, about 8, so 2 yards. 2nd, 8 for the Dragons. Parsley just hands it off to Bishop there.
Just entering about 6 minutes remaining in the second quarter.
Parsley back to throw. Throws an incomplete pass to Phillips. An incomplete pass, so it's going to be 3rd and 7.
If Phillips caught it, it would have been at 35 for a new first down, 3 yards extra.
So Phillips and the offense back out there. Parsley and the offense, Cornwall's offense back out there. Parsley back to throw. He'll throw. Caught for the first down by the number 3 of Murphy. So Parsley finds Murphy, gets the first down. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Dragons.
Looks like there's no huddle. They're going right into it again.
Parsley hands it off to Bishop, and they stop number 21 there of Bishop. It'll be 2nd down for the Dragons.
So on that play to get the first down, that was great. Medium pass right over the head It was kind of low, but he still caught it. Rushing.
And on the one there is Tamani. Is Daniel Tamani, the backup quarterback
Looks
there.
like it may have been a fumble. Okay. Looks like a player's injured on the field. All right. 55 on the field, injured. Okay, let's hope he does it right. Number 55 on Cornwall. Josiah Masonette. An O-line player. He's a junior in high school. Looks like players are still taking kneel for him.
And as we wait and we're on a commercial break, few more things to know about this matchup is both these teams have won four. So 4 of the last 6 state championships have been won by Somers or Cornwall Central. So that brings some excitement into this matchup. And yeah, so what are the best defensive plays against first Cornwall Central's offense? So blitzing on passing down and just read it well on for Cornwall's offense when they won the ball. That's the trick there. And yeah, so
I will say, there was a lot of like players in motion before the play. Okay, looks like number 55, Isaiah, has been walked off the field. Players coming back out to play. 4 minutes 55 seconds remaining for Cornwall in the first half. They do receive it in the second half.
Pikarski hands it off to Bishop there. So Pikarski hands it off to Bishop. They will gain about a yard, so it will be another down. It'll be 3rd and 6 for the Dragons as they line back up. Pikarski handed off.
Oh, flag on the play.
They'll hand it off to Leaf Morrison there, and as there was a flag on the play.
Looks like some forward progression. Cornwall was being pushed back by Somers.
Yeah. And a few players on the Somers defense.
Ref calls face mask on Somers again. So that means they'll walk up 15 yards.
And a few players on the Somers defense. We have Chris Decker, number 89. Ryan Brush, number 12. Matt Mayfield, number 22. Hudson Ruby, number 56. Dean Baralanti, number 4. Brett Kennedy, number 19. Some of Somers' defense currently. Matt McNarty, number 2, out there as well.
Toss to the left, 21. To the 31-yard line. He ran left and just gained a few yards there. It'll be about 2nd and 8. Another flag. Maybe it's offsides. Let's see what they have to say. There is a lot of flags here.
So it looks like it's going to move them. Looks like, I don't know. We'll wait to see.
Yeah, moving them up again.
They are going to move them up. So first, so on the Somers 27, 1st and 10, Piekarski hands it off to Bishop, which goes nowhere. Runs into the pile of Somers and Cornwall defenders, and it will be a 2nd down.
Some more forward progression here. Somers pushing him back. 2:55 on the clock for the first half. Looks like number 9, quarterback, keeps talking with the coach. Movement on 3 and 7.
Hands it off to Bishop.
More pushing back. Looks like there's no gain there. Second and 10 for Cornwall. They're still talking with the coach. Clock is still ticking. Oh, and a flag gets thrown up. How many are there today?
So another flag.
Maybe it's a failure to start in time.
We'll see, but C5 motion moving around the 5 of diamond.
All right, looks like nothing happened on the flag.
Yeah. So flag gets called back. It will be 3rd down to throw. Piekarski throws it, and to Bishop, and number 50 on the stop there, Timmy Monahan.
Maybe only 1 or 2 yards there, with a very short throw, and he ran it. Cornwall ran it to 25. 1 minute 25 seconds remaining. The clock is still ticking. Has not really stopped.
4th down. It looks like they're going for it. Be the smart move here, as they need to get a touchdown to stay in this game. Piekarski to throw it.
Oh!
And swatted by Logan Ruby. Almost a pick, but he just swats it away. And the Tuskers will take the ball. It will be a turnover on downs for Cornwall Central, as they go 4 turnover on downs. And Miguel Iglesias and the Tuskers offense heads back out. It's been domination on offense and defense for the Tuskers so far tonight, and we saw that again there today, right now. So Logan Ruby just swats the ball away as it gets to him and hits the ground. So it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Tuskers. So the offense is back out there.
They rushed right away. Number 10 in motion.
Iglesias keeps it. He's going down. So he'll basically land right with a 10-yard marker, or a marker for. So he'll wind up gaining a half a yard. So it'll still be 2nd and 10.
All right, 45 seconds remaining on the clock for the first half. Stay tuned for our halftime show. We'll discuss about the game and some other events happening. Somers is lining back up. 10 all the way on the right, kind of open.
Iglesias hands it off to Kelly. Kelly goes there, and with 24 seconds left in the clock, they're probably just going to run the clock out here, take it into halftime. What an exciting half it has been for Somers. Already up 21-0. This first half flew by fast. Iglesias heads back out there.
Looks like they're still going to do a play.
Trying to get one more play in. No, they're just going to try to. Yeah, they're doing one more play. Iglesias hands it off to Palazzolo. Maybe see if he can do something here. Palazzolo still up and now out of bounds around the 40-yard line. So that will take it to halftime, folks. And a dominant first half by Somers as the Tuskers lead 21-0. So what a first half by Somers. And stay tuned for our halftime show. We'll be back in moments. So stay tuned. Hey folks, and welcome to a halftime show. I'm Benny Sill, here with Jaden Ferry. We will be
Hello.
recapping the first half of this game, but first, right after this game ends, tune into a new episode of the Soma Sports broadcast, which will be premiering. I encourage you to go to the link. It's currently set for 9, but I'll update the time to be whenever this game ends. I will set it to premiere on the spot. I'll let you know when that is. So after this game ends, I'm going to ask you to go. Please watch our newest episode of the Soma Sports broadcast. In that, we do NASCAR trivia. We recap the Avil Park game, the Y Garnet game, where we won both of those. And yeah, we do NFL schedule predictions. I'm sure we're missing some stuff as well, but that's just some of what we're doing.
Interviews?
Yeah, we're interviewing James and Christian in that episode.
Freshman?
And yeah.
Okay.
So, Jaden, what are your thoughts on the first half?
So I think that there was quite a lot that happened. Honestly, Somers is doing as expected. Great performance. Cornwall has not put any points on the board though, with Somers leading 21-0. And I think that Dean Palazzo has been showing off as usual. I just want to point out that he did have a 25-yard deep throw that he caught with a defender right on him. Then ran at 10 yards and almost made a touchdown, just a few yards short, and gave Somers that leeway to make that in with Iglesias to get that touchdown. And then earlier in the game, Iglesias made a rush, 30 yards, which also helped Somers. And then Mason Kelly, 2 of the 3 touchdowns by him, and they were rushing touchdowns. So, what do you think, Benny?
What a good first half. Kelly, Iglesias, Palazzolo has shown up doing what they need to get done in the first half. And if they just keep doing this, they're going to be able to. They're easily going to make it to the state championship. Up 21-0. It's been pretty much dominant by Somers. And not just those 3 players. Also a shout out to the Tuskers defense, Brett Kennedy, and the whole offensive line, defensive line, Brett Kennedy with that interception. Tuskers defense has a big key into this big lead too, as they've been able to stop as they've been able to stop the Cornwall Dragons just at three or more times. So it's currently a 21-0 lead. It's scoreless, and yeah, I think it's gonna be good second half, at least for Somers, and I'm excited to see what happens. So, best play in the first half, I think, was that long throw to Dean Palazzolo to make it 1st and goal for Mason Kelly, and then I think actually that was the Iglesias running it in for the touchdown, that one.
Yeah, I gotta say that was a great play. I mean, yeah, he really helped. If he just stayed in just for 2-3 more yards, it would have been in his name. But it's great that he did end up helping Somers, get that touchdown, and it's pretty awesome. Somers leading 21-0 into the second half.
Yeah, and what's the most impressive play? What's the most impressive play, do you think, all season for the Tuskers that we've seen at least? Any that you could think of?
Whole season. I mean, I'm pretty sure I did see Palazzo make like a huge rush down the field. I can't remember exactly what game that was. It was before the playoffs.
Yep.
I think that was just a fantastic play. Made in for that touchdown. No one could catch up to him, and really made him exceed. Was that the Lakeland game?
It was. So I think I've got the same exact play. It was first game we were able to broadcast with Mr. Catalino on Local Live. Thank you to Mr. Catalino and Mr. Haddam for help making this whole thing possible. You guys have helped a ton with broadcasting it in the booth and this, and it was Bruce Harrison. The first game we were able to commentate for that time on Local Live, and it was to start the second half. I'm assuming it's the same play. Dean Palazzolo ran it back from a kickoff return all the way and took it to the house for a touchdown. That was really impressive play by him, and yeah. Also, the week 1 against Ramapo, I remember he got a big touchdown as well there.
Yeah, I feel like he just does some pretty good touchdowns. I feel like he really helped Somers out, get the points on the board. Um, Now just another quick question: what is the best game in this season so far?
Most excite So best game for Somers and best game excitingness is probably different. So best game, best win for Somers. Honestly, it may be both. So best win for Somers overall was beating Harrison 40-3. They're a great team. That was the best win for them. Shootout, blowout wise, that was the most impressive. But
Yeah.
the best excitingest game of the year, there's a few. So the Y versus Tuskers game, second half wasn't as exciting, but it was still a very exciting game. The Yorktown game in week 2, Somers went up 10-0. The Huskers took the lead 12-10, and Tuskers drove down the field to get the game-winning touchdown to win 16-12, and then there's also that second Harrison game where we narrowly beat them in a defensive game of 14-6. What do you think?
So I will say, I gotta give it to Harrison for that one game that you mentioned, the 40-3. They did make a last second 3 points on the board to make sure it wasn't a complete washout. I think the most exciting, I mean, the best performing game was probably against Lakeland, where they absolutely crushed them, and it was their homecoming game.
But
So
Lakeland isn't as a good team
Yeah.
as Harrison. The fact that they
yeah,
40 points on Harrison.
I think maybe most stressful or like adrenaline inducing game might have been that Rye game, because first half Somers they were down going into halftime, but then they really recovered it. You say it's not as exciting in the second half. I think it was quite a
exciting,
recovery.
yeah.
I mean, they weren't down by too much, but still they definitely showed that they were better than Rye. Rye's a long time rival of Somers. Yeah, I mean, I think those games were quite some shows to watch, and yeah, that's what I have to say for those games.
I just want to make it clear. So it was exciting. That was a great game as a Somers fan. I'm just talking as a neutral fan for that one. But that was, Y game was a great game. I'm going to just say, the most stressful game this season so far, probably, the Harrison game, but the Yorktown game, it was week 2, and we were losing, and we had to drive down to win. Yorktown, Tuskers, a much better team than the Huskers, and if we would have lost that game, that would have affected our season. We probably wouldn't be where we are now if we lost that game.
Yeah, I feel like the stress, like, honestly, I'm gonna change my game for the stress inducing. I think it's really in the playoffs where that happens, and I think it was against the Huskies for a second time, where yeah, in the first half, I'm pretty sure it was Huskies had like 13, Somers maybe just like one touchdown or something like that, and that was a little stressful because Huskies don't usually perform that well, and yeah, but Somers definitely brought it after halftime. They really made sure that they win, and yeah, that's how we are where we are now. So.
Alright, so if you're wondering who we are the Somers Sports Broadcasting Club. Check out, we create talk show episodes weekly. We have one coming out directly right after our broadcast tonight. Tune in. This week's episode is me, Philip, and Brandon. We'll be broadcasting that, and so tune into that, and yeah, so it'll be right after this. if you've already heard what's in our episode. But what we've done as a club is we've been able to broadcast games, do talk shows. I created this club last year. I was given best idea I was given in my life. Glad I did it. No negative things looking back. Glad I was able. This club has been really successful. Thank you for Jaden and Brandon for all the hard work that they do, as both of them will be winning the club next year, and I'm
Yep.
excited to see where it goes from there. But we have one more game, and if the Tuskers win, we have one more game, and we may have the opportunity to broadcast at the Syracuse Superdome, the Somers versus whoever they play, the winner of the Brighton versus Whitesboro game.
Yeah, I want to jinx it, but it looks like Somers is likely going to go to States, especially with the score right now, 21-0.
Yeah, it's looking good for Somers. But yeah, so now let's talk about the second half. What do you think is going to happen in the second half?
Honestly, I think Cornwall might get maybe one touchdown, to show that they're not that bad because, it is pretty deep in the playoffs. They are, 11-1?
Yep. They are.
And yeah, I feel like they are gonna get at least a touchdown. I think Somers is gonna get a few more, so they might get 35. Cornwall, maybe 7. Um, I think they will make the extra point. If they do go for a 2 point, I don't think they're gonna make it, but I don't think they're gonna go for a 2 point. So yeah, I'm still going for 35, but changing Cornwall to 7. What about you?
I see Tuskers marching out. I think stop, fourth and out for Cornwall Central, and then the Tuskers drive get down and get a touchdown. This time it will be Dean Palazzolo who gets a touchdown, has had a great game. He'll add a touchdown to that resume, and then after that, I think Cornwall will get a touchdown a few drives later, make it 28-7, get some points up on the board. Then the Tuskers get another touchdown in the fourth quarter to get the win 35-7.
All right. So you're predicting pretty much the same thing?
I believe so.
Alrighty.
All right, and
Probably means that's likely going to happen.
if we both predicted it, it better happen. So let's see how many people. My phone is gone. Just want to see who is watching, and if you have any ideas for our episodes in the future, you can comment that below in live comment or wherever. After this game, to get to, currently have 16 viewers, so thank you for everyone who's tuned in. But yeah, so after this comes out, we have an episode premiere of the Soma Sports Broadcast. I encourage you to go into the link in the description and you could check it out. Watch it. Watch it as it premieres right after. But right now, I'm going to be predicting some NFL games and talking about some NFL games coming up this weekend. And yeah. Alright, folks. So, Thanksgiving, there were some good Thanksgiving games yesterday. The one game that was actually really good was the Lions, the Bears, where Caleb Williams and the Bears had the ball on offense. All they gotta do is throw the ball, is get the clock to stop, and get the ball in the field goal range. But Caleb Williams just took too long to start the play. He threw the ball, and the clock ticked to 0, and they had like 20 or something seconds left. It went to 0, and they could have just stopped the play or something. It would have been a far field goal, but they probably could have gotten it, or they timed out and did another Hail Mary play. Who knows? But Bears let the clock run out. They lost. Matt Eberflus got fired today, and yeah, not looking so good for the Bears. But today, if you missed it before, it was the Chiefs who beat the Raiders 19-17. Packers beat the Dolphins 30-17. Dolphins struggled last night in the cold, and the Giants and the Cowboys game, I don't know. That was a rough game. I don't know why they put that on Thanksgiving. Had no interest in watching it. I don't know why I watched a little, but the Cowboys did win it in the Tank Bowl. They did win the Tank Bowl 27-20. So, this weekend we got a few exciting games for you. We have the New England Patriots taking on the Colts. And this game, I think it would going to be low scoring, but I see the Colts. I think they're going to get it done. It's going to be close, but I think the Colts get it done 19-17. Seahawks Jets. That should be a good one. I think we're going to see a lot of defense, potentially some weather in this game, of what I've heard, right? And I think the Seahawks are going to get it done. The Seahawks have had 2 impressive wins against the Cardinals and the 49ers. How about those Seattle Seahawks? And I think they're going to prevail and win this one 16-10. We got the Texans taking on the Jaguars, and I think it's going to be Texans who get this one done. I think they get it done. It's going to be a close game, surprising most people. 20-17 with Trevor Lawrence back. I think the Jaguars will give more of a fight. Texans still wins. Texans/Stroud still win. The Chargers take on the Falcons, and I think the Chargers are going to win by a bit more than most people think. I think the Chargers are going to take this one 34-17. Cardinals, Vikings, as we get ready to kick off. I'll just go through these quick. I have the Cardinals winning in an upset 23-17. Commanders, Titans. I have the Commanders winning 38-21. Buccaneers, Panthers. I have the Buccaneers winning 30-24 in regulation. Rams, Saints. I have the Saints upsetting the Rams 23-20. Bills, 49ers, Sunday Night Football. I have the Bills winning 34-18. And in a shootout, last game, I think the Ravens will beat the Eagles 37-34. So Kelly is going to kick it off. And we're back for the second half, a fast halftime. And to recover is number 24 on Cornwall Central's, and number 24 of Justin Tolbert. Recovers there, so it's going to be, they will start at the 18-yard line. So out comes Piekarski and Cornwall's offense. On the ball is on the 18. Piekarski. Back to throw. Piekarski to throw it, and it's going to be incomplete. Attempted receiver was the 6 of Reef Morrison. So Morrison has been targeted a lot throughout the night, but another incomplete catch. He will not catch it there.
Yeah, right pass, medium pass maybe, and start the second half, and he did not make it. So it is now second down to start it for Cornwall.
Cornwall lines back up. Piekarski back to throw. He'll throw up high. And it's just going to go down. Actually, got it right to the receiver. It was an incomplete pass, but he got it to the receiver. Now looking at it, an impressive play by Piekarski. And it will be third down for the Dragons.
So that throw is intended for number 3, Braden Murphy. Really deep, but it just slipped out of his hands.
So the line back up. Back to throw. Piekarski. He'll go. An incomplete attempted receiver. This time was Gabe Phillips, number 11.
So it looks like the throw was not as good there, especially because Somers' defender was right on him, about to sack. And he scrambled to try to make the throw, and was number 11 was not able to make it there for Gabe Phillips. Okay, Cornwall with the punt.
So punt it away, and he'll drop it and then punt it away. Bad punt there, and Somers is going to have really good field position around the 43-yard line. So out comes Iglesias, and the Tuskers offense already in Cornwall's territory, and that's the best territory to start in when in the second half, already on the right side of the field, getting for the touchdown. Here we are as Iglesias discussing the play with the Tuskers offense.
Starting at the 43-yard line, 11 minutes, 14 seconds remaining in the third quarter.
Iglesias hands it off to Kelly. And he'll gain about 3 yards there. So Mason Kelly is actually, numbers tricking me up there. It was actually on the one was Matt Mayfield, number 22. So Tuskers discussing the play, lining back up. Now Kelly back in as the RB.
You don't see him too much, huh?
Yeah, we don't.
For running.
Yeah, it's usually Kelly.
Fake
Fake handoff to Palazzolo. Iglesias gets a first down. More. Miguel Iglesias to the 10 and down by the 10-yard line. Miguel Iglesias stopped officially down. Will gain multiple yards there, about 30. Now we got another flag. Another flag on the play. Let's see what the flag is. Miguel Iglesias. About a 20 or more yard one there. Looks like it's going to be on Somers. So, yeah, they're bringing the ball back. It's going to be second and forever.
Unfortunately, it was called back by the flag. Is now, what, 2nd and 3?
Second and 3. And out there on offense, we also have Dylan Tremendez. Have Cameron Violante, Dean Palazzolo. Those are your receivers. Iglesias. Fake handoff to Kelly to throw it. Cameron Violante touchdown.
A deep throw there. Great catch by sophomore Cameron Violante and made it right in. There was a defender on him, but he didn't make it there in time, so he was able to take it.
That looked like Dean Palazzolo, but Miguel Iglesias throws it to Cameron Violante, and it is a touchdown as the Tuskers are going to take a 27-0 lead. And on that play, Matt Mayfield in again as the running back. Something to keep an eye out of is Matt Mayfield in there again. But now we have, for the extra point, Gavin Kelly's kick is good. So it took a second to add to the scoreboard and not show the kick going through the post, but it will be good. So 28-0. What a lead by the Tuskers at the start of this third quarter. Let's see if our predictions stand so far. It's gone basically how I thought it would.
So Somers, again, with just a touchdown and extra point. The clock is now 10 minutes, 2 seconds. They're going to kick off to Cornwall. Both teams still have 3 touchdowns remaining. I believe not a single touchdown, a timeout was used in the first half, so that's interesting. Yeah, replay here. He throws it deep to Violante. He's wide open, even though there was a Cornwall defender on him. There's quite a bit of distance between them, and he was able to run it in after a deep throw for a touchdown.
So Gavin Kelly getting ready to kick it off. Gavin Kelly kicks it away. And an easy touchdown for the Tuskers, and Cornwall back to receive number 3 of Murphy.
Started at the 10-yard line, down at the 20.
So it'll be 1st and 10 for Pikarski and Cornwall's offense. So Pikarski comes back out, and it will, and yeah, so it's been domination by Somers on both sides of the ball. That's what Somers needs to do to be able to succeed in this game. Pikarski hands it off to Bishop, and he'll be down around 24, 25-yard line. So it's going to be, looks like it's going to be 2nd and 7. Yeah, so 2nd and 7 for Cornwall as they line back up. Pikarski hands off to Bishop again. Bishop on the run. He's going. And they'll stop him. So number 75, and John Faulkner stops him there. Number 75 of Ben Bangmika on the stop there for Somers. So Rennekemeyer, yes. So it's going to be 3rd and 4 for the Tuskers. Ryan Bush, Timmy Monahan, and some other names out there on Tuskers defense. Back to throw. Pikarski. And it looks like it was an incomplete pass. So it's
near pickoff by number 12 on Somers, Ryan Bush.
So it will be 3rd down.
3rd down for Cornwall. 8 minutes 42 seconds remaining in the 3rd quarter. Cornwall still down 0-28. They're now lining up at the 28-yard line.
So it's actually 4th down. Our apologies. They're gonna punt it away. So back.
Finally a longer distance punt. Cornwall has been lacking a little bit, and now at the 50-yard line.
And they will start at and Somers will start at Cornwall's 49-yard line. So 1st and 10 for the Tuskers as Iglesias comes back on offense. It's a 28-0 game. We will be back in a second. So Iglesias and the offense back lined up, ready to go. Dean Palazzolo moves around. Iglesias hands off to Dean Palazzolo. There goes Palazzolo. We'll gain about a couple there, so it's going to be 2nd down for the Tuskers as Dean Palazzolo does motion. So Palazzolo's there. Iglesias is there. He runs it back. Hands it off to Palazzolo, who goes around. Get about 2. Cornwall defenders there to stop him there. So it's going to be 2nd down for Tuskers.
Yeah, not so many handoffs to Palazzolo that we've seen. It's mostly Mason Kelly. 7 minutes 55 seconds remaining.
Iglesias hands it off to Kelly. Kelly going. That will be a 1st down for the Tuskers. So Mason Kelly finds the opening and will get the 1st down. What a play by Kelly. Be able to run the ball fast, get the 1st down.
He ran it all the way to the right and was just knocked out of bounds. But he still made it in for that 1st down at the 38-yard line in Cornwall territory. So let's see if Somers can get this drive, make points on the board happen. They're lining back up. Iglesias in.
Iglesias. Fake handoff to Kelly. And that time it will be an incomplete pass to Cameron Violante.
A deep throw. Violante was not able to make it there in time. And they're heading back. 7 minutes, 29 seconds remaining on the clock.
So what are some players from Somers to keep an eye out for tonight? Besides the main duo of Palazzolo, Kelly, and Iglesias and the captains, what are some other players to keep an eye out for? Keep an eye out for the kicker, Gavin Kelly. He is also sometimes put in there as wide receiver and a weapon that Somers plans to use as they make it further into the playoffs. Iglesias.
Fake handoff to Palazzolo.
And he keeps it and runs it, and it will be 3rd and 2. Yeah, it will be 3rd and 2, 3rd and 3 for the Tuskers. Another player Somers hasn't used that much before that. They've really been using him a bunch lately. It's Cameron Violante, It's been a top receiver for the Tuskers this season. Someone we'll probably continue to see. So Glacius in motion. Hands off to Kelly. Kelly gets the first down more. He's still up. He's still going to the 10. And he'll be down around the 9-yard line. So Mason Kelly on the run there. It will be first down and 10. First and goal for the Tuskers as they're looking to get more points on the board. And finally, another player we may see is Dean Barlanti, number 4, on the defense, on the offense. He helped get that safety in the game against Brewster a few weeks back, and this is someone that maybe used more in this matchup and before. We've seen him in there a bit, but may see him more. So the Tuskers offense line back up. Glacius hands it off to Kelly. There goes Kelly. Walks it in. Touchdown. Touchdown Tuskers. Mason Kelly with another rushing touchdown tonight. I believe that makes it 4.
Yeah, so I think it's 3, but still an incredible amount of rushing touchdowns from one player. Dean Pelzo actually hasn't made any touchdowns. Usually he's the one that puts points on the board, but a little different today for Somers. Gavin Kelly with a kick here for extra point.
Yes, it was 3. I can confirm. Gavin Kelly's kick is good. So 35-0. So we started the game off with 2 rushing touchdowns by Mason Kelly, then a rushing touchdown by Miguel Iglesias, then a passing touchdown from Iglesias to Cameron Violante. We now had Mason Kelly for his 3rd rushing touchdown tonight for Somers to take a 35-0 lead. So what a night by Somers. And it's not just their offense that's shown up, it's their defense. The fact that there's a 0 on the board, it's all their defense. Shout out to Ben Harris, Jerron Faulkner, big key players on the defense, Logan Ruby, Hudson Ruby. We also have Dean Barlanti on the defense, Brett Kennedy with that early interception, Aiden Cooligan. I don't know if he is... we didn't get word if he is playing or not. Haven't seen him on the field yet due to his injury that he got on the second interception last week. But so we have not seen him in yet. But a big key on the defense, whether for when he is back. But the defense hasn't had a problem without him tonight, as they're currently leading 35-0.
I think Cooligan might actually be in there. He's all the way in the back. Is that right? All right, here's the kick.
To return, it's Murphy. And Murphy will be stopped around the 20-yard line. So Murphy runs it back, stops around the 20.
He started at the about the 7-yard line. Made some progress. Somers was able to stop him in time, starting at the 21.
So as Cornwall's offense and Piekarski lines back up.
They're starting with 5 minutes 40 seconds on the clock.
He hands it off. Piekarski hands it off to the 22 of Salino. And that will go about nowhere. It's going to be second down, 2nd and 11 for the Tuskers. No, for the Dragons. So they line it back up. Thank you for everyone who's tuned in tonight. Thank you for choosing us for your choice to watch the game. We really much appreciate it. And hope you will tune in next week if Tuskers continue holding on to this lead for the state championship. Hopefully, we will be doing it at the Dome. Not guaranteed, but as we do another play, Bizhop on the one there. Bizhop runs it there. But follow our social media. We have an Instagram, we have a Twitter, and if you follow that, you'll see if, or you could just join our live stream next week and see if we're doing it like this or at the game, but we hope to do it at the game. It's not guaranteed yet, but it's likely, and I hope we could pull it off, do a full-on broadcast at the Syracuse Superdome, and hopefully go and win a championship. Piekarski to throw it. Caught by the 11 of Scott. The 11 of Phillips. And it will be 1st and 10 for Cornwall, as can't give up. This win isn't a lock. Cornwall is still trying to get it. It's never, the game is never over till it's 0-0. Pikarski throws it to the one of Marino there, and that goes nowhere. So it's going to be 2nd down for the Dragons, 2nd and 9.
Looks like Cornwall is trying to do a lot of rushing, like for time wise. Like they're not huddling as much, not discussing the play as much. They're sometimes trying to catch Somers off guard. Trying to get play right away.
Interesting, as Tuskers looked like have come in with a great game plan today. Pikarski hands it off to Cerrone. And Cerrone, it will go nowhere again. So it's going to be 3rd and 8. Gain 1 yard there. So 3rd and 8 on the Cornwall's 41-yard line. Tuskers line it back up. Back to throw. Pikarski throws it deep. Incomplete. So
out of bounds.
And wind up throwing it out of bounds, as Jaden points out. But the attempted receiver was Phillips. And he'll throw it out of bounds. Right by Phillips, who fails to catch it and just goes out of bounds. So It's going to be 4th and about 8.
Yeah, and so this is 4th down. Looks like they're going to punt. There's about 2 minutes, 57 seconds remaining in this 3rd quarter. Seems like it's going by a little slower than the first half, but still some action.
So they're going to punt it away. Up in the air, and it will go out of bounds around the 29-yard line. So the Tuskers offense up 35-0. What a night. Miguel Iglesias, Dean Palazzo, Mason Kelly putting on a performance, just domination, much better. They have played much better football than the last few weeks, and we're seeing that here tonight by far, against the 2018 and 2019 Class A state champion nonetheless. And to point out, Christian Brothers, the team that we lost to in 2021, they're in Class AA now. They're competing to win that this year. The Class AA is the class above us. So like bigger schools than Tuskers. Right, Iglesias hands off to Kelly. And
Fumble.
Fumble. It looks like Cornwall has it. Fumble, folks. Whoever fumbled it. Jaden, do you see who was the fumble there?
But
someone on Somers will fumble it.
I think it was Mason Kelly.
And that is something you do not want to do in football, especially if you're a coach under Bill Belichick, as you would be carrying that. You should know that story by now. You should be carrying that around the facility all week, and every person that sees you tries to fumble the ball out of your hands. You learn a lesson from that as a Patriots. But Pikarski, back on offense, he'll throw it. And incomplete pass attempted. Receiver was Murphy there.
A deep throw into the end zone, but the receiver could not make it there in time. Looks like Cornwall's really desperate for some points on the board. I'm really not sure if Cornwall's going to be able to recover, because so far Somers is 35 to 0 here.
Pikarski hands it off
22
to the 22 of Salino, and he'll gain a couple. He'll gain a few actually, so it's gonna be 3rd down, 3rd and about 5. So 3rd and 5, get that right there on the Somers 28, and after all, Cornwall may be scoring another touchdown here. Maybe scoring their first touchdown here. Back to throw. Pikarski hands it off.
The 22 makes the 1st down. They're now at the 21-yard line in Somers territory. So they are making some good progress here. They did attempt that deep throw, but were not able to make it. So I wonder if they're going to try that again. Yeah, because again, they are pretty desperate right now.
Back to throw. Pikarski up and incomplete.
Again, the
Uh,
receiver cannot make it there in time.
Salone, the attempted receiver there. And it will be 2nd 10.
We have 1 minute, 17 seconds on the clock. It is now 2nd down and 10 for Cornwall. Still in the third quarter.
Back to line up. Hands it off. There we go. There goes Salino. And it will be 3rd down. So Cornwall very much into field goal range, but that's not what they want. If they want to stay in this game, they kind of have to get a touchdown here, then an onside kick, then another touchdown, then another onside kick, then a touchdown, then another onside kick, then a touchdown. What I'm saying basically is it's not likely the Tuskers have this game in the bag. But you never know in football. You can never call the game final till it has 3 zeros on the clock. So Pikarski
Number 3 in motion.
hands it off. 22 again, and
Fumble.
knocks the ball out. A fumble. Will that count? Dean Barlanti shows up on the fumble there. This would be a big ceiling fumble for the Tuskers with 22 seconds left in the third. Tuskers are celebrating. There's no flag, so the Tuskers will fumble the ball. See the Tuskers, Coach Vinny, and the Tuskers celebrating there on the sideline. Coach DiMatteo, Coach Cleary also there celebrating.
So looks like Cornwall's spirits are not the highest, especially after that pickoff or fumble recovery. Sorry.
Iglesias, fake handoff to Kelly. Iglesias throws it. Incomplete pass to Cameron Violante, and only a sophomore. What a season Cameron Violante has. Excited to see what he has in the future years, and we'll give to this Tuskers team as time goes on.
17 seconds left in the third quarter. Probably means that Somers might make a little progress and then switch sides for the fourth.
And I could taste it. I taste the state championship, folks. We're this close. We're really close. We're going to the state championship again. I believe if we could make it, we could possibly three-peat. Iglesias hands it off. And that will go nowhere. Cornwall there to play there. Number 68 on the tackle there. Ryan Nuz Gomez. And yeah.
Who is it?
Ryan Nunez Gomez.
What number?
Oh,
68.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, confusing name, but we got it there. So, Tuskers back on offense. Cameron Violante. And Dean Palazzolo Dean Palazzolo is a key player. Last year, as I was mentioning earlier, in the state championship, he had 3 touchdowns. And he was a sophomore back then. He had a great season as a sophomore, a greater season as a junior, and excited to see what he has to bring to the team in his senior year. No, Somers will be down a class in Class B, but they should be able to dominate them, and I believe they would be able to, and more so in Class B, be able to get back to the promised land. So while we wait on commercials, tune in after this episode, after our broadcast tonight. Tune in. Our new episode of the Soma Sports Broadcast, Season 2, Episode 10, will be coming out right after this ends. It will premiere the second this game ends, and there's a link in the description to it, so you can just tap that link, go to it, and watch it from there. But we still have a quarter left. Tuskers currently up 35-0. It's just been domination here for the Tuskers. Iglesias hands the ball off to Kelly, but fumbled somewhere, and Will Marcus is there to recover. So making it a second down, that could have been bad there. The Tuskers and Will Marcus there to recover, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
It's really interesting. There hasn't been a single timeout this whole game. Yeah, just entering this fourth quarter, I think. I mean, some timeout has got to happen. Maybe with Cornwall, something. But yeah, it's something really interesting to, see. Looks like
Uh,
19. Okay, it's going to
so
be a
they're gonna
punt.
punt it away as it was 4th down, and 22 has hands on the ball. So the 10 of Cameron Violante, Matt Mayfield have hands on the ball, and we'll see where they touch the ball. That is where the ball will start. Looks like they touched it first at the 32-yard line. If they did not touch it and let it roll, they could have gotten a few more yards. It looks like, yeah, they touched it at the 36-yard line. So those are 4 yards that Tuskers could have had. But Cornwall, Pikarski to throw it. Throws it to Murphy. And down around. So it'll be down around the 45-yard line. So it'll be 2nd-and-1 for the Dragons. And for Cornwall tonight, compared to the other teams we played, we've seen a lot more throwing than running the ball. A bit of a surprise. Fake throw, but handoff will get the 1st down and more. Number 2 of Cerrone. And Bizhop has not been in, so looks like they've taken him out. Maybe due to injury or something, but Bizhop is out. It looks like for the rest of the game, they're top, and he is a top player for this team. To throw, Pikarski, incomplete, just throws it out of bounds to Murphy or Cerrone there, and it will be.
Yeah, it looks like the quarterback was off a little bit. Attempted for number 1, Matthew
Sunacheko there, and it will be 3rd-and-11. So Sunacheko is the RB on that play. It will be 3rd-and-11 as Cornwall's offense heads back out there. Lining back up to throw. Pikarski. And incomplete pass. Almost picked off. Looked like by Mason Kelly. Number 25 out there wearing brush there as well. However, it looks like it's going to be turnover on deck. No, it's going to be 4th.
Looks like
Still have a
we're
3rd-down marker. Different players coming out in the field, both teams, but it's 3rd-down still.
Looks like we're having some technical difficulties. I apologize, folks, but here it is, the punt from Cornwall.
Yeah. So it was a punt there, and yeah, so it was a punt, and the punt lands about the 15-yard line. So when they come back, the Tuskers come back. When we come back, the Tuskers will be 1st-and-10. Miguel Iglesias and the Tuskers offense comes back out.
That's the thing. Yeah.
Iglesias hands it off to Kelly there. So it's going to be 2nd-down for the Tuskers. 2nd-and-10 for the Tuskers. 35-0 is your current score. For those of you just tuning in, thank you for everyone who's tuned in tonight. Very much appreciative. Has been domination by the Tuskers. Iglesias one's back out there. Lining back up. Iglesias hands it off. Fake handoff to Kelly. Iglesias keeps it. looking to throw up in the air and out of bounds. Actually touched and dropped by Cameron Violante. Did have 2 defenders on him, but great throw by Miguel Iglesias as he got it to Cameron Violante. So it's going to be, see what the down is here. Believe 3rd down for the Tuskers.
There we go.
As they discussing the play.
All right, we apologize for the technical difficulties. We're going to keep our camera off for a little bit. Thank you again for watching.
Iglesias back. Pocket formation as QB. Iglesias hands it off to Kelly. Kelly on the 1. And down.
Yeah.
And we'll be down around 21-yard line. So Kelly wants it there. Will be 4th and 4. Somers will play the smart move here. They got it. They're going to punt it away. If they don't punt it away, it'll give Cornwall a very good field position.
If they don't make it, that is. But yeah.
If they don't make it, but
we are entering 7 minutes 55 seconds left of the game.
So Tuskers are gonna punt it away. Gavin Kelly kicks it off. And Murphy is gonna cover for Cornwall. Gets pushed back a few yards. Now there's a bunch of flags on the field. So 7:35 left. 7:35 left.
So Murphy caught it at about the 50 and then got pushed back to like 44-yard line. So I'm assuming the refs are going to put it at the 50. They're discussing currently.
So 7:35 left in this game. What a great
flag is holding on, I believe, Somers, which pushes Cornwall up. Oh no, it was on Cornwall. Flag was on Cornwall, and they're going to get pushed back to the 40-yard line.
So let's compare. How is Somers similar and different compared to Cornwall Central? How are they similar? Their offensive play style is very similar. Throwing, running the ball, similar play styles. And the difference is Somers reads the opponent's offense better. That's what we've seen tonight. As Karski throws it to Murphy. Murphy will get it. It wound up being about 2-yard gain there. So difference is Somers reads opponent's offense better, and that's the key. If you're able to read your opponent's offense better than the other team, that will help in the long run for the win. So Dragons line it back up, hands it off, 22 on the 1, out of bounds around 50-yard line.
Is that a new first down?
I don't think so.
I think it might be.
Well, let's wait to see. Was it a first down? So 2nd and 5. No, it will be 1st and 10 for the Dragons. Snap it. Pikarski.
Oh, and a fumble.
And a fumble. Hudson Ruby on the fumble recovery for the Tuskers. We'll see if they mark it a Tuskers fumble. It looks like they're going to line back up.
Oh, they didn't call it.
So they did not call it. It will not be a fumble. Looked like a fumble, but will not be a fumble. Karski hands it off. Runs it out of bounds. So
maybe a gain of 1 yard. They're all on the left side of the field, and they ran it to the left. So it definitely didn't give them much room. And then same with the previous play before the fumble, or the not fumble. They're running it to the left.
And now, folks, as we get late into the game, let's just wait after this play to throw. Pikarski throws it. incomplete pass. Attempted receiver was the one of Saone. So, in the live chat, type the name of who you think deserves to be the MVP of this game. We've had a few good players. We had Miguel Iglesias again with another great game. The MVP of our MVP for the last 2 games. We also have had Mason Kelly for 3 rushing touchdowns. Cameron Violante with that receiving touchdown. We also have Dean Palazzolo, who's had an amazing game as well. So vote. The 4 names we're putting up for MVP is Miguel Iglesias, Dean Palazzolo, Mason Kelly, and Cameron Violante.
Looks like the punt is going to go to the 12-yard line, and Somers is going to start there. 6 minutes, 5 seconds remaining of the game. Let's see if Somers is going to make, some more points show up on the board, crush Cornwall even more. I'm going to go through the chat real quick. So it looks like Johnny P predicts that Somers is going to win 34-21. That was earlier in the game. Well, looks like Somers is doing way better than that, with Somers leading 35-0. Thank you to all our viewers. A lot of people are rooting on Somers. Looks like we have someone saying Mason Kelly is the MVP.
And we'll see whoever that name shows up the most will win MVP. Hands it off to Will Marcus there. So
is that
down around the 23. That will be a first down. And I should have mentioned, you could comment those 4 names, or if there's another player on the team you want to comment your vote for MVP, go ahead. It's not just limited to those 4 players. Those are just the 4 best players for tonight's game, in my opinion. But vote for whoever you want to vote for in the chat. The winner, MVP, will receive the award of MVP. And maybe we should come up for a special award. Somers is going to make the state championship for our MVP.
Yeah, I will agree. Mason Kelly has been doing pretty well. A lot of rushing today from Somers.
In the state championship, but yeah. Hands it off to Will Marcus there. But maybe we can come up with an award or something to give to the MVP in the Somers Sports Broadcast MVP trophy or something. Just an idea. We got time to figure it out. So it's going to be second down, as it's a Will Marcus one there. Thank you for everyone who has tuned in tonight. What a night for the Tuskers. Miguel Iglesias still out there despite the 35-0 lead with 4:49-48 to go. Tuskers on their way to their 4th straight state championship. Iglesias hands it off to Marcus there. And he'll gain about, I think he'll wind up losing a yard there, so it's going to be 4th down. But 4th straight state championship. The first one was in 2021 where we lost to Christian Brothers Academy. 32-31. The Tuskers decided to go for 2 to win the game, and it was an incomplete. It wound up being an interception on a 2-point conversion, and it was no good. An interception that sealed it for Christian Brothers Academy to win 32-31. That team the following year wanted it so bad, led by Jake Burrito, Matt Fissum. They went all the way to the championship, and then they dominated their opponent, winning 58-21. Losing that championship gave Tuskers next year the power to go back. A lot of similar players on that team, a lot of the same players on that team, and they went back all the way to the championship, and they got it done. But not only that, then the following year, they did it again, winning a 35-6 dominant performance against Whitesboro, which we play the winner of the Whitesboro-Brighton game. It may be the 2023 Whitesboro vs. Somers rematch. Possibly.
So, yeah, it looks like a timeout has finally happened. Somers taking it, which leaves them with 2 timeouts remaining. It is 3 minutes, 44 seconds on the clock for the rest of the game. And, yeah, looks like the Dragons are heading back out.
So, So while we wait from the start, thank you for everyone who's tuned in. Make sure to tune in to our Soma Sports Broadcasting episode premiering right after this. It will premiere live right after this. This game ends. Iglesias, short throw, and caught by Cameron Violante.
For a new first down at the 36-yard line.
And if you haven't checked yet, or if you haven't commented yet, comment who deserves to win the MVP of this game. I want to see. Vote matters. Vote matters, and whoever gets the most votes wins.
Maybe we should also post on Schoolsy on the YouTube.
Yeah, we'll post the MVP on. Yeah, we should do that. We'll post the MVP on the YouTube. It will be announced at the very end of this game, as well.
Time is just hitting 3 minutes.
Iglesias now in is Tristan Iglesias as QB, something we have not seen in a while by the Tuskers, putting Tristan Iglesias in a sealing victory as the Tuskers. What a season they have had. Let's just recap their season. Week 1, they took on Wamapo, and up 40-14, Wamapo came steaming back. It got to a 5-point game, but the Tuskers were able to hold them off, rebounding from their first game of the year loss last year against Wamapo, where they won on a Hail Mary touchdown, 38-33. I was talking about that earlier. Then week 2, we took on Yorktown, up 10-0 at halftime. Yorktown came steaming back as well. We blew another lead, but this time Yorktown took the lead 12-10. But the Tuskers were able to get a winning touchdown. So 2 games closer than usual. That's unlikely for the Tuskers. Tuskers need to figure something out. But then in week 3 against the Mayapack, and throughout the season, they got more comfortable with their schemes, throwing the ball deep.
So Somers just got they took another timeout, probably because Tristan Iglesias is now in quarterback. So practically,
It's gonna be mainly running the ball out, running the clock out. We're gonna see a lot of running by Will Marcus, but they're up 35-0. If it wasn't as much as a playoff game, like they just ran the ball versus Lakeland to do it. If they did that, they're just gonna run the clock out here too. But what they could try doing is get Tristan Iglesias. He'll probably be the QB in for the Tuskers next year. Get him used to throw the ball deep as well. So Tristan hands it off to Marcus there. But let's continue with the recap of the season. So then in the second half, first Mayapack, that's when Soma showed up, winning 42-20 when I got 1 point off on the score. Then the following week, we took off Foxley, and that's really when we showed up, just dominating the game from beginning to end, winning 49-12. That was a great performance, a phenomenal performance by Iglesias and the Tuskers. Then after that, we took on this was the first game we were able to broadcast. Game 6 of the season, we took on the Huskies, and most impressive win, in my opinion, of the season, where they won 40-3. So Tristan Iglesias and the Tuskers back in motion, and looks like someone jumped there. So after that 40-3 win against the Huskies, there's a flag on the field currently. Then we took on the Booster Bears, where they played a little tough in the beginning, but we wound up beating them. I believe the score was 38-7 was the final score against the Bears. So Iglesias hands off, actually keeps it, and goes down. So it's going to be, looks like it's going to be 4th and 15. Probably going to punt here. That would be a smart thing to do with 1:03 left in the game. 35-0 as Tusker to another state championship. But after the booster game, then they took on Lakeland to end the season out and dominated them 49-0 in the playoffs. Nonetheless, then they went and dominated Clarkstown South 34-0.
okay, they're gonna punt. 30 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter.
So, received by. See who received it there, but let's finish the recap. So after that, they took on the Huskies again. The Huskies gave them a fight in game 2 of the season, where it was 6-6. It was 6-0 Huskies at halftime. Tuskers made 6-6, and then Tuskers got a game-winning touchdown, a 2-point conversion to win 14-6, and then the most impressive win of the season against the Rye Garnets, where they won, scoring 28 unanswered in the second half to win 35-21 after being down 14-7 at halftime. Garnets got another touchdown at the end of the game to score another touchdown for Pride, but now, as the clock ticks down, then we beat Alvo Park, and now we have beat Cornwall. We have shut out Cornwall Central. The Somers Tuskers are heading back to the state championship. As the clock hits 0, the Somers Tuskers win 35-0. We are heading back to the state championship next week. I believe the time is 6 p.m. We play the winner of the Brighton versus Whitesboro game. Will we have a rematch? Will we have a new exciting championship? This, for the third year, the fourth year in a row, the Somers Tuskers are heading back to the state championship. So, Jaden, what are your thoughts on the game overall?
Just great performance from Somers. You know, they constantly showed up, constantly put points on the board, and their defense really prevented Cornwall from getting anything on there. So, yeah, it definitely shows that Somers is great. Hopefully this score really helps intimidate whoever wins that game coming up, and then whoever they play in states. So, I mean, yeah, I think Somers just is phenomenal here in this game, and yeah, it's upsetting to see that Dragons don't play anymore, but it's awesome that Somers is going to states, and they definitely deserve it. So what do you think, Benny?
How about the Tuskers? What a season they have had overall. They have fought. This team coming into this season was doubted they were doubted compared to the last few Somers teams, but they were able to persevere, show the doubters that they were wrong. Mayorpack was projected by some people to win the division, but they proved the doubters wrong. They did that. They proved everyone wrong, or all the haters wrong, and they went and did it. The Tuskers went back to the state championship, and they're going back and being along this year. This was my first year really invested into Somers varsity football, being able to be invested into the sport, following them along. I was always a big fan of NFL football, college football a bit, but following the Tuskers, getting to follow my hometown, great to see, and just following them all season. And it's great to see them head back to the state championship, as hopefully we'll be there next week broadcasting it. I really hope you guys could tune in, but I'm just happy that this is the game I'm most ecstatic about all year. What a win for the Tuskers. And let's see, this is the last chance to vote for your MVP. Iglesias, Kelly, Palazzolo, or Violante. And yeah, so you can now tune in, or we could wait a second. We could wait a second to find out the MVP. But you can now tune in to the countdown for that new episode.
So
right now.
Yeah, the vote that we have going on is not going to be final. I believe we might add more votes from other sources, like our main YouTube page, or the Somers High School page.
We are gonna comment below. We are gonna comment. Tune into our YouTube, Instagram. We will have votes. We will have votes on there for this game's MVP, and follow our Instagram, follow our YouTube. We're going to stay tuned as we did not get enough votes to decide an MVP for this game. And same thing for next week. We will be doing our MVP via poll. So, for now, Thank you guys so much for tuning in. And the Somers Tuskers win 35-0. They're 12-0. They are 13-0 on the season. They're heading back to states. The Somers Tuskers are victorious here. Tuskers win 35-0 in a thriller. Tuskers are heading back to the Class A New York State Championship. I want to thank everyone for watching. Before we go, Jaden, any final thoughts?
Again, just a great game, great performance from Somers, from both offense and defense. Just all around, great team, great spirit. Love to be, broadcasting the games and following them. Glad to be here in Somers, and just great team, great performance, and definitely deserve the win and definitely deserve to go to states. So let's hope they make it happen, win the state championship.
All right, so now what I want you guys to do is go to our description and click on to our new episode of the Somers Sports Broadcast premiering right now. Go in the description, Season 2, Episode 10. Please tune in. And yeah, so we really appreciate it. We predict the Class A bracket as well. So link is in the description. I think Jaden's pasting it in the comments, live chat as well. But this is it for tonight. I want to thank everyone who tuned in. Thank you so much for watching. And we'll see you next week, either at the Dome or back here. So thanks for watching. The Tuskers are heading back to Class A Championship. We'll see you then.